team in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out to that?
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU right back to the line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Going for 6. He caught it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you've got to get it out quick. You've got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers. And
this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the offensive coordinator because you are digging deep into your playbook trying to find a completion for this guy.
Alabama comes to the line with first and 10.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Offense changing the play. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Give to the back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. We expect expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes that Alabama offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Williams. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Miller with the ball. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Tigers want to move quickly. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting.
Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Durham. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown time. The defense putting points on the board. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Brown. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab in the open. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Finds a man on the right. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The short hands, it's Durham. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bernard. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to throw it again. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw.
Trying to get it in. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on.
He's loose on the left. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Power stroke. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. On the run, still looking. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to...
Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Going right and going deep. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball.
Going for the big play. He's got it. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 24 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Wide open on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the move, it's Berry. Runs through the tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. LSU right back to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He gets it in. Touchdown, LSU. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pocket breaking down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
to throw. It's Simpson. He's looking deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's intercepted. Maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. The throw. With the catch, it's Anderson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. A strike downfield.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Miller. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. How impressive has this passing game been today, and it looks as if it's on the verge of carrying them to a top 10 win.
And how about this passing attack? Doing what you want at will against a top 10 team. This is an impressive display.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks.